One afternoon this summer, the S&P 500 fell 113 points in about an hour. Fast. Ugly. Then it stopped. Not slowly, cold. Right at one price. Nobody rang a bell. Nobody sent a memo. So how did millions of strangers all stop at the same line? That's not luck. That's a map. Most people watch the market like it's weather. Random. It is not random. There are lines on the field. You can't see them on the price alone, but once you learn them, you cannot unsee them. This video is that map. 5 parts. One real summer of tape. Let's go. Start at the bottom. That falling afternoon, the index stopped at 7,427. That spot is called support, a floor. Here's what a floor really is. Picture buy orders as sandbags. Traders stack them at a price they trust. One order does nothing. Thousands of orders make a wall. When price falls into that wall, the selling gets soaked up. The drop just stops. And floors get defended. One day this summer, the index hit a floor near 7,479 before lunch. Sellers pushed at it 14 times. 14. The wall held every single push. By the close, price sat about 25 points above it. That is not an accident. That is defense. Now flip it. The same morning as that big drop, the index climbed to 7,540. Then it stalled. Every push higher got sold. That's resistance, a ceiling. It is the floor's mirror. Sellers remember where selling paid before, so their orders wait there again. Overhead this time. Price rises into that wall and gets pushed back down. The more times a ceiling holds, the more traders trust it. Floors below, ceilings above. 2 lines, same reason, memory. Put both lines on one chart and you get the room. A floor below, a ceiling above. Price trades in the space between them. Most days live inside a room. Price bounces off the floor, fades off the ceiling, back and forth. Now you can read a boring day. The index closed flat, look at the room. Maybe it crossed the whole room twice. That is not a quiet day. That is a fight ending in a tie. The room tells you what the close hides. So what happens when a line gives way? One summer day, the index spent hours pressing a ceiling near 7,542. Push, fade, push, fade. Then, late in the day, the ceiling broke, and the sellers there were done. Price climbed to 7,551 and closed strong. It works the other way too. Another day, a floor near 7,515 held almost to the close. Then it gave way. No wall left. Price slid and closed at the day's low. Here is the honest part. Breaks are not always fireworks. Sometimes the move past the line is small. What matters is what a break means. The wall is gone. The memory failed. And every trader watching now has to redraw their map. Now the part that should give you chills. That first big drop day, the ceiling was 7,540. 4 days later, new day, new news, new traders. The index climbed and stalled at 7,542. Same line, 2 points apart, 4 days apart. Nobody planned that. The market remembered. Put the 2 days side by side and the line runs straight through both. That is why the map works. Levels are not drawn on a screen. They are drawn in memory, and memory shows up to trade again. So here is your map. A floor below, stacked buyers. A ceiling above, stacked sellers. The room between them, where the fight happens. And the break, when a wall disappears and the map gets redrawn. Next time the market stops for no reason, don't call it random. Check the map. It stopped at a line someone drew before. If this made the game make more sense, subscribe. The map gets bigger every week. That's how the game works. Trench Tom out.